I thought I would take you on a walkthrough just from where it starts, right over here in my office. These are the backpacks for this year with Jackets for Jesus. If you would like to fill backpacks, we had 500 of them. I think we have about 250 left. You're invited. This is the Christmas Eve service banner getting ready to go up. We have things for Siempre already donated over here in my office. That's why my office is usually a mess. Church office right here and stuff for Siempre that's been donated for me to take down. Pastor Ken's office in there. The courtyard out here where you can see what's already coming over here. The sanctuary over there where there are already backpacks that have been filled and turned in. The courtyard was filled up 4 or 5 times with people eating over and over this year at Thanksgiving. Walk out here. It's a walk-in way for our little chapel. This is the original building of Central Community, which has now been converted into a packing building, our little packing plant for Central Community. This is where you see all the food normally stored up over here, which is now out there being handed out. This is the food for next week that Pastor Ken already has brought into here. And people come in and they see the board up there, say, oh, well, this is what we put into the baskets. It's up there on the board. We built this little floor back in the, I don't know, late 90s, something like that. And the youth group would have dances in here and stuff like that. Now there's refrigerators everywhere. We've got refrigerators everywhere. There's more freezer space in there. Our big freezer here, it's hard to imagine we can actually use up all of this freezer space, but we do. Here's the working end of the line. And the team out here at work. Here are people doing exactly what they're not supposed to do out there, turning right, which only clogs up the line and clogs up our corner. So here's our line. When the school year starts, it's a challenge. There's no two ways around that. So what I showed you earlier was a problem. Now, this is kind of interesting. We have this little nook in our fence right here, and a homeless guy has been living here. I always tell the homeless guys around here, you know, if you didn't leave a mess, it wouldn't be a problem. No one would even know you were here. We give the guy food, we do everything, and he leaves a mess. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you can see why people getting to work, people taking their kids to school, I don't blame them for being unhappy when we hold them up in this regard, but it's a challenge. And this is our line rounding the corner. The Thanksgiving banner's not down yet. We're waiting to get up the Christmas banner for our Christmas Eve services. You are invited to our Christmas Eve services this year. I think we're just going to have one Christmas Eve service at 11 p.m. You're invited to that. And that would be a really good thing to have you at. So all of these folks waiting for food. Looks like someone has. The line moves quickly once it gets started. So we've kind of learned how to convert our property into best use. On Thursday, this line was like this with people delivering dinners for Thanksgiving, volunteers, and we had a line going out into the park with people on DoorDash volunteers, and it went the other direction into our park. So we could have cars coming from both directions. There's Anna, made famous by her CNN interview, now one of our regular volunteers. She's awesome. So the line goes and goes and goes. One of the cool things about that cross that many of you know, some of you probably don't know, when we had that cross built about 5 years ago, we went ahead and we had everyone, we got a marker that you can sign and seal, and everyone's name is signed underneath that was able to be here. So your name, good morning, how's it going, man? May be written there. We ought to pull it down here again sometime and have anybody who's come since go ahead and sign. Or maybe everybody's here for the food ministry sign their name here. That would be cool. This is what they'll do occasionally. If we have someone who's brand new, they'll send them over to the side so that they don't hold up the line. Line can keep moving. They can get everything signed in, and then they'll go ahead and put them back in the line. These are our brilliant and dedicated volunteers who do a great job of keeping things going. Mary, who loves to be on camera, she always stands, oh, please, take my picture, Pastor Eric. Nope, not me. Morning. So you can see the line's probably, and this line out here, our park was filled with DoorDash drivers on Thanksgiving. So they were pulled out here. We had it set up for DoorDash out there. With the USDA food going out, I don't think they'll have to be in the park. I think they'll have the opportunity to be able to use the parking lot, because that'll be once a month. If you would like be a part of the DoorDash food and doing with that, I'll show you that in just a minute. And you can see this is where I already showed you. I won't get in the way of the workers. This, believe it or not, is one of our bigger challenges. We keep 2 dumpsters around here. They're requiring us to have 3 now. Many of the changes you see around the church, whether it's the fence, whether it's a big freezer, some of them are things that we've needed just by necessity. Other things are things that have become apart because of requirements that have just taken place. This is the kind of stuff that's just stupid. You see someone doing a U-turn in the middle of a busy street to cut in line ahead of other people. Out here, and this is the kitchen that we had everything in for Thanksgiving over here. Our dinners, these are our trailer for Jacks for Jesus, our big beautiful truck that we use for food pickup. The Jacks for Jesus van, which is wonderful. And there's the line over here. And then this is the building, formerly we called our welcome building, where we welcome people into church. And now we use it as our food storage. And I'll show you what's going on in here. See if I can get a light on. This is the food that's been set aside for the USDA. Now, it's actually shipped to us from the United States government, and this food is all coming in, and I'm not sure what all of it is. That's spaghetti, no allegra. Does that mean it's not allergic, or is that, I don't know what that means. All kinds of vine-ripe food, and they actually give us a menu that we're meant to pack. There's peanut butter, there's milk, there's all kinds of food, northern beans, refried beans. And then these are the pallets of boxes. I think that's 2,000 boxes that need to be filled. We've got the opportunity to do 475 meals a week or a month. 475 meals a month that can be delivered for the next 2 years. The grant goes for the next 2 years. If you know anybody who needs food within 10 miles of Central Community is the requirement, please let us know. We're still only just over 100 of those meals. We need 375 more. And so we want to be able to do that. And then you come around here and we're back to the courtyard. So this room was the pie room on Thanksgiving. That's where we had hundreds of pumpkin pie. And then we're back around to the offices. So there's Central Community. Today they are filling or wrapping boxes. Ellen was here yesterday to make it ready for gifts for the children of Siempre para los Niños. I'll be at Siempre today. It would be great to take you down sometime with me. I'll take you back to the office. For those of you who are still watching and thinking this is the most random walkthrough in the world, someone left their Kindle or iPad, whatever that is here, on Thanksgiving. If it's you, please let us know. Come and get it. And then into the sanctuary. That's a shortcut to my office. And then in the sanctuary, these are people who have already brought back backpacks that are already full. We have 500. Teresa was in here vacuuming yesterday. Thank you, Teresa. We've got Advent candles up already. All of those things. And then there's the cameras. If you watch during the week, you can see how that works and all the media part of our ministries. And then here are the boxes. So today I'll be taking pictures of children so they can put pictures of kids on the boxes along with, they already have the wish list from the kids. And then all the kids will get their Christmas presents this way because someone like you decided to remember the kids of Siempre para los Niños at Christmas time. Their backpacks that you were able to take so the people of Skid Row through Jack for Jesus will be remembered at Christmas. We're doing that on December 18th. The Christmas party at Siempre para los Niños will be December 14th. And our Christmas Eve services will be in here on December 24th. And Christmas this year is a Sunday, so you're invited to come out, be with us Christmas Sunday morning, one service at 10 a.m. Pastor Ken and I will be doing the service together. It will be a blessing. That's how we do it. The county's here giving us a check today and seeing how that will go down. So hopefully we get approved by the county again and everything goes well. Thank you so much for your loving support. Bible studies and things like that take place down there in what we call the new room because we can't think of a better name for it than the new room yet. Get creative and you can come up with a better name than the new room for that. And that would be fantastic. There's an engine for a boat in my office because, as I like to say, heck, it's my office. If I'm going to have an outboard engine in it, I'll have an outboard engine in it. Have an absolutely fantastic day. Thank you so much for this random walkthrough of Central Community.